Hello, welcome to Nana's Journey. I'm Deanna, and today we are going to work on Fat Quarter Shop's Designer Mystery Block of the Month for 2025. This month's designer is Sherry McConnell. The block is called Over the Moon, and these are the fabrics that we're going to use. So just let me get these cut out and ironed, and I will be back. Okay, I've got everything cut out and everything's marked. I've got these clips that I bought from Amazon. I saw the idea from Canary Quilts. I will link her video of how she did it in the description box below, along with the links for the clips and the sticker sheet for Amazon. So let's get over to the sewing machine and get started. Okay, we're going to start with A and F, and we are going to make half square triangles. So we've got two squares that we're going to put right sides together, and we're going to sew on the lines, cut in between, and then we will press them open and then trim them, and then we will end up with 4 half square triangles. Okay, we have our half square triangles. They are trimmed and pressed. So now what we are going to do is we are going to add another square to it. This is I, and we are going to do another folded corner just like we did before. Only this time I'm going to use the seam line tape. Okay, before I trim that, I want to double check and make sure that it reaches the edges so that I know that it fits. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to sew another seam a ½ inch away, and then when I cut it, I will have an extra half square scrap triangle. Okay, I have those pressed, and here we're going to add E, which is a white square, and we are going to do a folded corner just like we did before. Okay, with the white, you just want to double check that you've got them the right direction, because with the tone on tone, it's easy to get them mixed up. So when I trimmed off the back of the others, when I trimmed the brown, I got these little 1½ inch half square triangles, and I can use those in some other project. Okay, there are our units. They are ready to go. Next, we have J and D, and we are going to make a strip set. We will have the print in the darker print in the middle, and we'll have a background on each side. So we're just going to sew down and iron towards the center. Okay, I will get these pressed towards the center, and I will finish making the others off camera, and then I will be back. Okay, now that those are pressed and ready to go, we are going to add our other piece. I believe this was K. And we are going to do folded corners again. We are going to turn these into flying geese. So again, I'm going to use the sew line tape. Just go from corner to corner. Okay, we've got that on, and I think I'm going to mark a ½ inch away and do another scrap half square triangle. Let's just get this cut away, and then we will have a fun half square triangle to work with in our scraps. Okay, we have those done on that side. These are the cute little half square triangles. They're all one-sided. We'll get the other side when we do this next step, the other side of the flying geese. And we do it just like we did before. We're gonna go down, and if you do draw the line for the scrap, make sure it goes to the outside corner. So just sew down the middle line, then check your fabric, and then you can go from there. Okay, there's our flying geese. And let me get this ironed, and then I will do the others off camera, but then we will move on to the next step. Okay, now we are going to take B, H, and G, and we are going to make some more half square triangles. We're going to make 2, which will give us 4 of each. So we're just going to do these just like we did before. Okay, now we can start putting the block together. We have all of our units made, and we will start with C, which is our center block. And we are going to take the dark print, and we are going to make a friendship star. And these things always confuse me. These and pinwheels. I can never think of which way they're supposed to go. Nope, that's not right. Okay, now we're going to add these other units. And I got to figure out how they're supposed to go in there. So give me a minute to figure this out. Okay, I got it figured out. I believe this is correct. And so now I just need to sew that all together. And then we are going to add our big flying geese. We're going to put the 2 sides on, and then we will sew the top and the bottom row together with these units, and then attach the top and the bottom to the rest. So that is how it will go, but I'm going to start with the center. So let me get that done and all put together, and I will be back. Okay, it's all done, but I made a mistake, of course. I added these folded corners onto the print, and it should be on the background. So the print should be on the outside, but I kind of like it the way the background goes all the way around. So I'm kind of glad I did that. So we're just going to call this option B, since I'm really good at making mistakes. This is just a variation. Also, when you're ironing this, you want to iron the folded corners towards that last corner, but the big white background piece you want to be ironed towards the background, and that way they nest with the flying geese. And the middle I ironed towards the dark print. Okay, so now that the block is done, we need to add the setting. Remember, we did our settings previously. There will be a link to that video in the description box below. But we're going to put those two short ones on the sides, and these will be the top and the bottom. I'm just going to sew those on, and I will be back. Okay, it's all finished. Block 4 is in its setting, and I'm really liking the white on the outside, so I think I like it better this way. But I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time on Nana's Journey.